Branded by Mars back with another video. We here today to talk about the NBA conferences as of right now. East and Western conferences. We got one more day before the All-Star weekend. All-Star weekend is coming up this week. And this pretty much right here is the halfway mark of the season. So this after the All-Star weekend, this is when teams actually start playing for something, playing for positioning, playing for basically positioning and records and wins and try not to lose as much as they can. You know what I'm saying? Because this right here is the time when teams really start to play extremely tough. Like I said, to try to make them pushes to get in certain seeds so they can possibly make the playoffs. If we looking at the Eastern Conference right now, the top 6 teams right now from the Eastern Conference is Detroit Pistons, the Boston Celtics, New York Knicks, Cavaliers, the Raptors, 76ers are the top 6 teams right now. Then you got the 4 teams that will be in the play-in, which is the Magics, Heat, Hornets, and Hawks. The Eastern Conference is actually tough, bro, this year. You got the Pistons that's 40-13 right now. They've been playing extremely good basketball, bro. Like tough-nosed basketball. Like they probably are the best team, if not the best team. They're definitely the second best team in the league behind the OKC Thunder. OKC Thunder. Then you still got Boston. Boston is playing extremely well even without Tatum. They're 35-19 right now, bro. 35-19 right now, even without Tatum. So Jaylen Brown been stepping up. What's his name? I'm sorry, y'all. But Jaylen been stepping up. Then they don't even have Horford no more. Like this is crazy. Like that they still in the position right now, second place, bro. Second place right now. It's crazy. You got Jaylen Brown. You got Pritchard. You got Tatum, he's not playing. You got Derek White. That's what I was talking about. Derek White. Like, these are not like the biggest name people, but hey, they getting it done with what they got. They playing extremely good ball. They putting themselves in a good position right now. Like I said, they in second place, holding second place right now. Holding second place in the Eastern Conference is tough, bruh. Then you got the Knicks, New York Knicks, right behind them at 35-20. The Knicks, they still up and down. Like, yo, they got a good, solid team, bro. They just cannot stay consistent, bro. Like, when the playoff time come, bro, if they do another run like they did last year, bro, it's going to be over for them. It's going to be over for them. Like I said, they 35-20, bro. You got Bronson, you got Bridges, you got OG, you got Towns. In the last couple games, Towns, OG, and I think somebody else was out, bro. So they really was scraping the bottom of the barrel. Like, I really only seen, like, maybe 2 or 3 people, maybe 4 on the bench for them to sub in and out. Like, that's how many injuries that they had, like, the past 2 games, bro. Then you got the Cavs. We already know the Cavs just got James Harden. Then you got Toronto Raptors that's playing extremely well. And the 76ers is definitely surprising me. They definitely surprising me. So it seemed like they starting to get, but I really haven't been hearing that much from Embiid neither. Since like 2-3 years ago. Like 2-3 years ago, Embiid was killing, bro. Like he might be still, like I don't really follow their games too much like that. But hold on, let me see. To use break to rest. So he about to go on another break to rest his knee. So I guess he's looking forward to the All-Star weekend so he can rest. So he can definitely rest. They just played today. They played the Knicks. I think they played the Knicks today. And they lost. But they still in a great position right now. They're in 6th place. But like I said, this midway through the season is where it get really tough for a lot of teams. You still got Orlando Magic. You still got Miami Heat. You still got the Charlotte Hornets, which I told y'all that I think the Charlotte Hornets will go up in the ranks. By this midway season, for the rest of I think the Charlotte Hornets have a good enough team that they can move up in the ranks. Now, will they be top 6? I don't know. Maybe they might move to 7 or maybe a close 6. It just depends. That's just my honest opinion, but I honestly think that they will move up. Then we get over to the Western Conference. You got, like I said, OKC Thunder. They 41-13. You got the Spurs 37-16. Wemby, but the Spurs have such a great team right now, bro. A young, great team. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, it's gonna be tough on the Western Conference. Also, you, like I said, you got OKC, you got the Spurs, you got the Denver Nuggets. If I had to choose somebody that I think will go to the NBA championship out of the Western Conference, it's either gonna be OKC, Spurs, or Denver to me. I think they are the three teams that will possibly, one of those three will possibly make it to the Western Conference championship, hands down. Like, they are probably the best three teams in the Western Conference. And I'm sorry, if we go back to the Eastern Conference, for me personally, I think either the Pistons or the Cavs. Either the Pistons or the Cavs. I would say the Knicks. I just don't know, bro. The Knicks is so wishy-washy, and the Knicks is my favorite team. But I'm going to keep it a buck. They so wishy-washy. They up and down too much, bro. They up and down too much for me. But they're in a good position right now, third place. You don't have Tatum with Boston. So I'm not going to say it should be easy for y'all to knock Boston out, but if y'all do have to play Boston, y'all should be capable of beating them. But anyway, let's get back to the Western Conference. So like I said, then you got the Houston Rockets with Kevin Durant and them. They've been playing extremely well. They 33-19. Then you got the Denver Nuggets. You got Jokic. You got Murray. They've been going off, bro. They've been going off. 34-20 right now. Then you got the Timberwolves. That's 34-22 with Anthony Edwards and them in fifth place right now. And the Lakers are in sixth place, surprisingly. I mean, they do got Luka Doncic. So, I mean, it's not a surprise, but it still is a surprise because outside of Luka and LeBron is a hit or miss on some nights. And I'm not taking nothing away from LeBron. LeBron is great. But later in his years, like these last couple years that he probably going to be playing, bro, he hasn't been playing the best. And I'm not even saying he hasn't been playing the best. He hasn't been wanting to take control like he has in the past, years back. Like, it seemed like he's more so trying to pass the role to somebody else for them to take over, and he's there to help when he can. But he's still a great player. But like I said, the Lakers are in sixth place, 32-21. Then you got the Suns at 32-22. The Golden State Warriors are in eighth place, surprisingly. Surprisingly. Then you got the Trailblazers in ninth, and you got the Clippers, LA Clippers in 10th place. If I had to pick, and I talked about this in a previous video, the team that I think, my honest opinion, that I think might drop in the Western Conference, I would have to say the Houston Rockets. I'm not saying that they're going to fall out of the playoffs. I just don't think that they stay in that third seed. I think they drop to maybe 5 or 6. By when it's all said and done, I think they drop to 5 and 6. The Clippers, I don't know. The Clippers might make it. Well, in the play-in, I'm sorry. So the Suns, Warriors, Blazers, and Clippers are all going to be in the play-in. If the season was to end today, that's what it would look like right there. And those 4 teams would be in the play-in on the Western Conference. But right now, man, it's shaping up to be a great season, great rest of the season, because I cannot wait to see what the playoffs look like. I honestly, I think either OKC or the Spurs, them two are probably going to fight for that number 1, number 2 seed. Like I said, I see maybe the Rockets dropping to maybe 5 or 6. I see Denver probably jumping up to 3. Timberwolves might stay at 5. Lakers, they should stay in the top 6, but you just never know with the Lakers. You just never know with the Lakers. And then on the Eastern Conference, I think the Pistons stay number 1. I think New York and Boston might go back and forth with the 2nd and 3rd seed. No, actually, I think the Cavs might jump up to 2nd. And the Knicks and the Boston will probably be fighting for the 3rd and 5th seed. Sixers, I think they might fall down to the 8th seed. And maybe the Hornets will take that number 6 or 7 seed. But we just gotta wait and see, man. Like, we still got a long season to go. We only halfway through the season right now. Like I said, All-Star Weekend is this weekend coming up, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and then we get back to it, I think, Monday or Tuesday for the regular season game. But before we go, let's look at some leading stats offensive leaders, defensive leaders, assists, and stuff like that. So on the offensive leaderboard, we got Luka, 32.8 points. Then you got Shea at 31. You got Anthony Edwards, 29. You got Jaylen Brown at 29. So Jaylen Brown been cooking, bro. Then you got Donovan Mitchell at 29. On the defensive leading board, you got Jokic, you got Towns, you got Donovan, you got Rudy Gobert, and you got Victor Wembanyama. I thought Victor Wembanyama probably would have been up there with Jokic as far as rebounds and stuff, but he's number 5, and I'm shocked. I'm actually shocked. Then you got Jokic at the top of the assist list with 10.7. You got Cade Cunningham with 9.6, Luka 8.6, Jalen Johnson 8.2, and James Harden 8.1. And then for blocks, of course we know Wemby is at the top with 2.7. You got Alex Sarr from the Wizards from 2. You got Chet with OKC 2. You got Evan Mobley with Cavs 2. And then you got Jay Huff for the Pacers for 1.9. 3-pointers made. We already know that Steph is going to be at the top of that list, hands down. Then you got Donovan Mitchell that's right behind him, but not right behind, because Steph is 4.5. Donovan Mitchell is 3.7. You got Michael Porter Jr. With Brooklyn is 3.7. Luka 3.5, and Khan is 3.4, a rookie that just came into the league for the Charlotte Hornets. That's why, the Charlotte Hornets got a good team, bro. I honestly think that they might make the playoffs this year. I'm just being serious. And then the last list right now, we got the steals. We got Carlson Wallace with OKC 2.1. You got Kawhi with 2, Tyrese Maxey 2, Ashar Thompson with Detroit 1.9, and then you got Dyson Daniels Atlanta 1.9 with steals. So these are the leaders right now for offense, defense, assists, blocks, and steals and 3-pointers. But hey, man, like I said, this is midway through the season. I really am looking forward to see what the rest of this season brings and what teams will fall in what places and who will fall out the playoffs. That's what I really, really, really want to see, because this second half of the season is where it gets extremely tough. Teams are playing for a purpose at this point. The beginning of the season is basically trying to fill everything out, trying to get the chemistry right for your team and this and that. And then that second half of the season, the chemistry should be fine. Now it's playing ball, playing for the record, playing for the spots, playing to get in the playoffs. Hands down. Playing to get in the playoffs. But until the next one, man, is branded by Mars. Make all recognize success, and I'll see y'all on the next one.